Hey, thanks for stopping by. John Farrar with Universally Strong, and today I'm going to be talking about how to become that large authority figure so you become a superhero to your audience. So you're the go-to person anytime they have a fitness, a nutrition, or a coaching need. They think of you, they send their friends to you, and you're the number one thing on their mind. So anytime somebody needs something fitness-wise, you're the go-to person. That's what I'm doing today's training. If this helps you out, I'm going to be putting lots of other content to help you get what you need. Go ahead, click subscribe, turn on the notifications, and let's keep rolling forward. Become the best online coach you can be. Hey everybody, I'm John Farrar, and I want to talk to you about something very important today as a coach, and that's being the authority and becoming the superhero your audience needs. Now, this is a huge piece to being a coach and making yourself grow the business you want to really serve the audience you can help. And that's why I have this visual here of Superman. It's who do you turn to when you need this? Now, you have many people look up to you as the fitness professional. I've run a fitness business for over 14 years now, and so in many aspects, I'm the go-to person for someone in fitness. Now, many of my clients are more established than myself and have higher education, such as some of the lawyers I work with. Now, when it comes to law, I don't know anything about it, and I can't help them. But when it comes to health and fitness, I have the authority figure person that they go to so I can get them the results they want. So that's what we're going to be talking about today, is how to get yourself into that mindset. Now, this is a huge piece. So first, we do need to know who your client is. And this is an old client of mine. This is Yuri, and he was a software engineer here in San Francisco. And that's the majority of people who I target. Now, I work with many big variety of people, the same as most trainers do. But when I'm talking to my exact audience and when I'm going after people, I do go after an ideal client that I resonate well with. And majority of the time that is the big programmers, the software engineers, developers, analysts, and so the people in tech, even the programmers, not just the programmers, but the directors, because they're very analytical. And my style of training is more analytical than most trainers, where I have set pieces to go across. So I have to know exactly who my client is. I have to know what their pains are, what they want to achieve, and how to help them. And then you got to keep their attention. So when I'm building my audience and I'm going after people, I'm trying to help people organically, and people who have not yet decided to work with myself or the team, I want to make sure I'm talking directly to them. And that's where I always want to have that authoritative view so they can look up to me and they know I know what I'm talking about. I have to have that high level of integrity behind what I'm saying, but also the conviction and confidence in knowing what I'm saying is right. So having the confidence is huge. I believe it's half of it. You know, a lot of people say fake it till you make it, and that does have some truth behind it. But you also have to be humble enough to know when you don't know the answers. Whereas in the past, I've worked with a handful of physicians, and they know the body better than me. And it's funny because they always push against me on the nutrition side, and they tell me how they don't need help there, while I sit across from a person who tells me they need to lose 30 pounds. And you and I both know if a person has 30 pounds to lose, they don't have their nutrition in check. They might know how it works in the body, but they don't know how to integrate it into their life. So when you have those tough conversations with someone and they're disagreeing with you and you want to stay calm and collected, you want to make sure you respond accordingly, you let them be heard, and you don't just react emotionally, which is much easier said than done. But then also you want to be able to pull them up. You want the person to be the person that they're looking to. So having that happy, inviting person inside of you, making sure when they're in a hard spot, you're the rock they turn to. Now, these are all the little aspects that are really going to help mold you into the superhero of a coach that your audience is looking for. So if you have a tribe of people, you're the leader that they're going to go to for all these needs. So it's almost like having the vision of the superhero. And that's why I'm naming this teaching, Becoming the Superhero. Because this is, if we were in this world where superheroes existed, we'd look to these people when there was huge tragedy, when there was big triumphs, because they were able to overcome it. So the same thing is when people we talk with are really struggling with their health and fitness or just kind of stuck, we're the person they go to get them unstuck. And that's primarily why they hire us, is they need help in that area. So to reveal their best is really why they're hiring us. Isn't somebody doesn't call me up as a trainer and be like, oh, I want a trainer twice a week because they want to hang out. They want to get to a tangible goal. They want to feel better about themselves. They want to look in the mirror and be proud of the person they see back. They want to know that they have the best side of themselves taken out so they can see it on a day-to-day basis. And so you're going to have lots of questions, as I'm sure you've already had as a coach and everything else, and how do you answer them? You must keep that authoritative view and that superhero stance the whole time you're talking to your audience, to the individual or the crowd. When you're creating content, when you're having a presentation to a large group, you want to make sure that you have the best stance and you're the best position so you can answer everything with the confidence and the knowledge they need to get to where they want to go. So with fitness, of course, we're always asking questions on what to eat, how to eat it, how to get into their lives, what's the best workouts to do, and that's where you are to guide these people. And it's the same thing with these nutritional fundamentals in this visual I have right here. I've had everybody come to me with all these different things, whether it's vegan, vegetarian, it's paleo, it's keto, it's Mediterranean, it's low fat, it's low carb. Everything's out there, and many of them have a good or bad place in a person's life, and they're going to be there. If you absolutely love having Italian dishes like myself, lasagna and whatnot, that's not helping me in my fitness goals, but it's going to stay in my life forever because it's who I feel I am. But it's how do I get that in there and move forward to where I want? And how do I educate all of my people to help them enjoy their life and get where they want to go and keep my stance and my authoritative figure so I'm always the go-to person? So when I'm sitting behind my computer trying to look as jacked as Mike O'Hearn and helping the software engineer who's just struggling and can't figure out how they want to get the superhero to come out of themselves, it's putting together the material that's going to help them best. It's being that superhero, knowing exactly what they need to hear, the action steps they need to take, and then having me articulate it to them with the confidence and the conviction to make sure they take action. I'm a firm believer as a trainer that the good trainer is able to get their people to take action when they're not around. Most trainers can give great workouts and push people well when they're in person. To be able to do that at a distance, that's where you're going to be able to help a massive amount of people. That's where you're going to have much more time, and you're going to actually be able to make your own schedule compared to with the in-person training where you're constantly trading dollars for hours. And that's the person you need to become to be able to help this tribe of people so they keep coming to you, and then you have more and more people coming to you week in, week out. And so that's really what I wanted to touch on today, was all these different pieces of who you want to become to make sure you have the superhero behind you. And when you're creating content, when you're talking to your audience, when you're creating the person you want to be, you step into those shoes every time your audience is in front of you. Every time you're on a coaching call, you have that conviction behind you. You have the confidence so you can help them go from where they are to where they want to be. Let me know how I can help you out, and let's keep moving forward. Be the best coach you can be. Cheers, everybody.